Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Titans Beast World number 3. This is a new book from DC Comics. Let's take a look at the creative team before we get into the book. This book is written by Tom Taylor with art by Lucas Mayer, colors by Romulo Fajardo Jr., and letters by Wes Abbott. This is the third issue in the latest DC event that's kind of closing out the year. As you can see from the cover, Batman has been infected. So let's take a look at what's going on in this issue. Can Amanda Waller bring order to a world gone wild? The world has gone wild, and Amanda Waller is the only one who can bring order. The mastermind behind the Suicide Squad has now given frightening authority to deal with the threat at large. She knows what is needed to end this, but will her brutal methods put her on a collision course with the Titans? Of course they will. That's what this book is all about. Amanda Waller has been manufacturing all this stuff. Tom Taylor continues to tell just a really fun event, little crossover, really something that I don't think we had ever dealt with something like this, but it's really fun how it affects pretty much the whole DC universe. So I'm really enjoying that aspect of it. Of course, we have some beautiful art. Lucas Mayer just really leans into the extreme with some of these pages, and we'll take a look at some of the preview art in a second. But overall, Titans Beast World just is another great issue. I really like how we are taking a look at each of these little characters. I think it's a really interesting to see who Tom Taylor's choosing to become animals, because not only do they look cool design wise when they turn in, like Batman, who's kind of a wolf, and of course we have Black Adam from the last issue, who is a black lion. And then just now we also have a big surprise in this issue with the next infected. So let's take a look at some of the preview art here. I really like Donna and Corey working together. Really cool stuff. And just seeing Starfire's true power, it was really cool. I love the dialogue between them. Like, Corey asked Donna, like, "Are you sure can you take this? Because I'm about to unleash pretty much all my power." So really cool stuff. And then on the other hand, we have the speedsters running around. Can you imagine if one of the speedsters got infected? And of course, we also have Nightwing dealing with Batman, who has been turned as well. And they can only turn to one person. You'll get a hint of who in the preview covers and the variant covers at the end of the video. Stay tuned for that. But yeah, this event is fun. It looks cool. I love the character designs. It's just a really rad concept of like, what if these these heroes turned into animals? And it's all focused around Beast Boy Garth, who is just a really fun character that you really kind of connect to and feel for, because he's really been through a lot. And this was his moment to kind of step up and be the hero. So really cool stuff, really great art. Another really fast-paced event too. There's a lot that happens in every issue, so I feel like we're really getting our money's worth. There's not a lot of tie-ins to this event, so that also makes it feel a little bit more insular. You can check out the one-shots where we check in on different cities, and it's like little anthology one-shots. But other than that, in the Titans book, I believe this is all pretty self-contained, so that's really cool. And I wonder if maybe at the end of the event, some of these heroes might stay attuned to their more animalistic sides. And of course, this also has those lenticular covers that are amazing. So make sure to pick those up. So, bye bye. Hello, everyone. Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Batman Santa Claus Silent Night number 4. Let's take a look at the creative team before we get into this book. This book is written by Jeff Parker with art by Danny Kim and Steven Segovia, colors by Alex Sinclair, and letters by Pat Brousseau. Main cover by Dan Mora, and we'll see some variant covers at the end of the video. Stay tuned for those. So yeah, this is the final issue of this amazing bonkers kind of book that came out of nowhere. And I just feel like DC has given us the greatest gift this holiday with Batman and Santa Claus crossover that I didn't know we needed. In this issue, Christmas night is fight night. It's Christmas, and the search for a stolen child leads Santa Claus versus Krampus in the final climactic battle for the soul of Christmas. The Justice League's it's funny because that child is Damian Wayne. The Justice League are stretched thin, battling the mightiest heroes and monsters of the ages when the true menace is finally revealed. So yeah, this book has had everything we want. Christmas spirit, Santa Claus. We have Krampus. We have vampires with like with fangs that look like gophers. We have Damian Wayne being amazed at the fact that Santa Claus is real, and not only that, we found out that Santa Claus has been training or has been a former trainer of Batman. So yeah, it is incredible stuff. The mythology of like how Christmas little things are sprinkled in here into the DC universe, along with just bonkers fights of like superheroes fighting these creatures. And then at the end of it, the heart of it, really, the mystery and the revelation of why Krampus is doing everything that he's doing and what other darkness may lie beneath. Just fantastic stuff. Really fun holiday read. If this doesn't get you in the holiday mood, I don't know what will. I think if you haven't read any of the prior issues and you're watching this video, go back, read issues 1 through 4. It's a quick, fun read, and you'll just have a really good time learning all the things that you didn't know about Santa Claus. Let's take a look at some of the preview art here. As we left off in the last issue, Superman has been possessed by some kind of power, which gives us a hint. So I love that the team is giving us hints that there's something more sinister going afoot. We also have Damian Wayne, who's been kidnapped by Krampus and this other entity. But I love that Damian Wayne figures out that maybe in order to defeat this entity, he has to act more like a child. His childhood was not so much stolen, but he kind of just missed it. And now the heroes are trying to get things back in the same order. And as you can see here, ridiculous fights, goblins, Santa Claus, Green Arrow, Nightwing, Batgirl. Like, what more could you want in just a fun holiday romp? This is amazing. One of my favorite things that DC's put out. And just like I said, kind of came out of nowhere. So I really love that DC still manages to surprise me as a reader. So very cool stuff. Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Amazon's Attack #3. This is a new book from DC Comics. This runs parallel to the Wonder Woman book that Tom King is writing. So let's take a look at the creative team on this one. This is written by Josie Campbell with art by Vasco Georgiev, Alex Gumarez on colors, letters by Becca Carey, beautiful cover by Clayton Henry and Marcelo Maiolo. And of course, we'll have some variant covers at the end of the video. Stay tuned for those. In this issue, the war on warrior women continues as Mary Marvel and the Splinter Group of Amazon search to find asylum. They uncover the history of something much, much darker. Will they be able to stop the impending wave of discord before it is too late? So that's right. Those golden apples were definitely something, as we saw in the last issue. The world has completely turned on the Amazons, and Josie Campbell really it's able to capture that with this specific group of Amazons following these specific characters, aside from Wonder Woman, just giving us a glimpse at what is happening all over the world with the rest of the Amazons. Very cool stuff. I love it. Also, the introduction of this mystery, like what's going on at the asylum, why is it in ruins now as we have found it, and of course the inclusion of Mary Marvel, who we continue. Campbell's been writing Mary Marvel for a little while now, so really good to see that character continue a through line here. And I feel like Mary Marvel feels right at home in an Amazon book, which is amazing. So yeah, super cool, powerful warriors, great designs. Let's take a look at Vasco Georgia's art, because a lot of this book and how much I like it comes from the art. It is amazing. I love these little layouts showing back and forth of like these Amazons that kind of have had their lives ruined, right? They used to have jobs, they used to be part of communities, they used to be fighting for the greater good, they used to have families, and everything's been taken away. Just like for our protagonist, everything has been taken away Their life has completely changed. I just love the way this kind of parallels here, and the cameras, and as they're kind of giving their testimonials of everything that's going on. And we finally check in with Nubia as well as we find this asylum. So yeah, really cool stuff. Like I said, I love the Mary Marvel's part of this book. It is just there's a lot of tension building even within the group itself, because the Amazons, as much as they want to work together, they do come from different tribes. They've had issues in the past, so I feel like that's all still kind of bubbling in the surface, um, especially when they have an outsider in Mary Marvel as well. So really cool stuff, amazing variant covers at the end of the video. Stay tuned for those. So if you have read this book, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. Also, make sure to check out our Wonder Woman reviews. Those are also in our channel because we've been checking that out. So yeah, everything on the Wonder Woman line has been top notch so far. So hello everyone, Danny here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Action Comics Annual 2023. This is a new book from DC Comics. Let's take a look at the creative team before we get into this. This is part 5, the conclusion of the New World story, written by Philip Kennedy Johnson with art by Max Rainer, colors by Matt Herms, and letters by Dave Sharp. So here we have the last part in this story about the Blue Earth, Earth Al Ghul, like everything that Philip K. Johnson has been kind of building up in the Action comic book finally kind of comes to a close here. So let's take a look at the synopsis, and we'll go from there. 3 years of Action Comics all led to this issue. This is really cool because Philip Kennedy Johnson's been kind of planting seeds and introducing concepts along the way to really like build this up. So it feels like a really, really nice payoff. In this issue, Nora Stone's true form has been revealed. Her gateway between worlds is open. The invasion of Earth has begun as the multiverse's two most powerful families clash above Metropolis. Which legacy will Othra choose? Will the followers of Blue Earth defend their treacherous leader or their own home? It has all led to this 3 years of Action comic storylines culminate in this pivotal, dramatic, double-sized issue. So you're definitely getting a lot of bang for your buck. You're definitely getting a lot of story in this one. And there is not enough time for me to kind of summarize the amazing stuff that Philip Kennedy Johnson's been doing in the Action Comics line. He has turned me into a monthly Superman reader along with Joshua Williamson. They are both having amazing runs. And I just love the way Kennedy Johnson expanded on the super family. And now all this coming to a conclusion. I think it's really interesting to kind of go back to this Earth Al Ghul that was introduced in a different, like it's all kind of all over the place, but it all kind of comes together here, and it just really, really fits very well. I will say, if you haven't been keeping up with this stuff, with a lot of this stuff, it might be hard for you to like really get into everything and get all the little details. But there's enough context and editor's notes and stuff like that. But highly recommend you check out the run from the beginning, from whenever Philip Kennedy Johnson started till now, which is a lot of comics. I mean, 3 years is probably about 12 a year, so about around 36. But I feel like it's worth it. He's had some amazing artists rotate through the book, and then DC just really kind of let him cut loose with all this stuff. So really, really enjoying this, and I think we get a really nice payoff here. So let's take a look at some of the preview art. Max Rainer just doing really incredible work with the distinction of the look and feel of Earth Al Ghul is very different to our own or to the main Earth Zero, Earth Prime. In the DC universe, the character designs, just the landscapes, and of course, a lot of the action. And Max Rainer just really good at these beautiful, beautiful establishing shots, especially here. Superman just looking so amazing as he shows up finally, maybe save the world. It is just incredible stuff. This is what I love about comics. I love the pacing of this book. I love how intense and extreme everything really feels. So yeah, really, really fun stuff. I think Superman fans will be delighted, and maybe a little sad that we are getting, a new creative team, but I look forward to that. I think Action Comics has announced some really cool rotating artists and or creator teams throughout the book in the future. So really excited to see what they have and what they can bring to this amazing book. So, if you have read this book, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. Of course, stay tuned at the end of the video. We have some of the most amazing Superman variant covers that DC has been doing. And please make sure to share, like, subscribe, leave us a comment, and stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.